Hey y'all, welcome to Veggie Farming. I'm Stacy. I'm in Zone 8B, North Texas, and this is the beginning of July, so the heat is here to stay. So it's time for me to start harvesting anything I have left over from spring. I'm gonna clear out an old bed and plant some more heat-tolerant cucumbers there, and I'm just gonna start switching things around for the season, and I'm gonna take you all with me. Let's get started. I am going to start right here with these two covered beds. This bed has dwarf tomatoes. These are the gourmandise yellow tomatoes. I was going to take them completely out, but I do see flowers still forming on them, and I don't have anything that I want to put in this bed right now. So we're just going to harvest from here and leave the plants. They still look decent. And this is a bed of carrots. It's just getting too hot, and I want to see what I have in here. Let me bring you in a little closer. I see that some of these tomatoes have been on here too long and they are starting to burst. I'll say that this gourmandise yellow tomato is one of my favorite cherry tomato varieties. Look how small these plants are, and I've harvested at least 2 or 3 times from these plants. They barely take up any space, and you could probably grow them inside in soil or in your hydroponic system. I recommend these to anyone who wants to give growing their own tomatoes a try. I've harvested just as many tomatoes from these small plants as I have from some of my larger indeterminate cherry tomato plants. And I really like the flavor of these. A couple people have asked me about these cages, and so I got it on Amazon, but then I really just used the frame. I don't know if you can see this up close. So the frame is all the orange. It's just kind of plastic bars with these white connectors. But then I zip tied this 1/4 inch hardware cloth all the way around it to enclose the cage. So if you find any frame that you like that fits in your space, you can just use that hardware cloth and enclose it. Now, the reason I use the 1/4 inch hardware cloth is because my issue is rodents and they can't get into the 1/4 inch. So just keep that in mind. You may not even need anything this small. You could just probably use chicken wire depending on what your issue is. Chicken wire should keep out squirrels and larger rodents. So yeah, that's what this cage is. I tried to link it, but it's no longer available. So yeah, any frame will do. It's almost a DIY anyway. Right, let's see what's in the carrot bed. Interesting. One good one so far. Oh, wow. That is nice. That's a nice one. Still some smaller ones. This is a nice size one. Nice purple one. I did not thin these. Look what I found. Okay. Still working on the carrot technique. I just think there's going to be no way around it. I'm going to have to thin carrots. I see other people get good carrots when they don't thin. That is not the case for me. What else I don't do is I don't fertilize my carrots. That could be part of the issue. I amend the bed before I plant, and that is it. So maybe I will have to start fertilizing carrots also. It's a decent sized carrot. So this is what the harvest from those two beds looks like so far. Time to move on. My next project is to assemble these Max Grow tall tomato cages from Vego Garden. They call them tomato cages, but these are sturdy enough to handle all kinds of tall vining plants. They were simple to put together. I just had to attach the connectors to extend the length of the poles. The poles are made out of steel, but they have a plastic coating to protect them from moisture and prevent rust. You attach the interior rings by snapping them into the poles. You can space these rings at whatever position is good for the plant you're growing. I leveled my rings just to make sure the weight of the plant would be evenly distributed. I don't know if you can tell from the video, but these trellises are huge. I had squash and tomatoes in this bed through the spring, and now that I've cleared them out, I'm ready to amend this soil again. So I'm using a granular fertilizer and a biochar garden mix. The granular fertilizer I'm using is Dr. Earth's Bud and Bloom Booster. It has an NPK ratio of 394. This year, I've been trying to focus on adding more phosphorus to my soil. I think I get plenty of nitrogen, but I wanted to add phosphorus to focus on flowering and healthy root growth in my plants. The cucumbers I'm growing are called Veggie, dark green serpent cucumber, or melons. They're a type of Armenian cucumber, which is actually a melon. These plants love the summer heat. I grew them last year and they get huge. So these trellises will be perfect to hold up these plants. These trellises feel so sturdy. I know they'd work for any indeterminate tomato, and I can't think of any other vining plant that I grow that these wouldn't work well for. I have a small garden and I plant different things in my beds each season, so sometimes I may not need a trellis. And one of the things I liked about these trellises is that I can take them apart and collapse them down for easy storage at the end of the season. I also have another container that I place butterfly pea plants in. Last year, I put them on bamboo stakes and they quickly outgrew those stakes, so I'm trying them on this trellis this year. And if you're interested in these trellises or any other Vego garden product, I have a couple of different discount codes in the description box. That way you can save a little money if you find something you like. Happy growing! Thanks for watching.